Hey, what's going on, guys? Goose here, coming back at you with another video, and this one is going to be the mock draft round number 2. I did one for the first round, so check out that one. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, and give the video a thumbs up. Like I said, this is round 2. So round 2, we'll start with the Cincinnati Bengals, as the Bengals will pick number 33. As of course, the Bengals went out and they got Joe Burrow in the first round. So in the second round, they pick number one. They pick number 1 in the second round, and it looks like they're going to go for Jalen Reagor, wide receiver from TCU. As I think if this is the way they want to go, this is awesome because of course you got Joe Burrow. They're gonna need some talent. Maybe they should go offensive line with this pick because they did have one of the worst offensive lines in the NFL last season, but they might also want to try to give Joe Burrow some weapons so he can throw the football too. So they have Jalen Reagor going pick number 33 to the Cincinnati Bengals. All right, next on the clock is the Indianapolis Colts, as they pick number 34 in the draft, as they're on the clock. As of course, the Colts, they went and they got Phillip Rivers in the offseason, but I mean, let's face it, Phillip Rivers doesn't have much time left in the NFL, so they have a pick in Jordan Love, quarterback from Utah State. Jordan Love had an awesome two seasons ago. He had a great season. If you look at his stats, last season he fell off a little bit. So he did lose a little bit, kind of, I guess, the luster a little bit. If he would have came out his junior year, probably would have maybe would have gone a little bit higher, maybe. But yeah, Jordan Love, he'll be the first quarterback taken in the second round, according to this mock draft. So Jordan Love goes to the Colts. Next on the list is the Detroit Lions, and this mock draft has Ross Blacklock from defensive line from TCU. As the Lions, Lions need a lot of work. Really not sure. Are they going to stay with Stafford as a quarterback? I mean, but no, this is a good way for Detroit. Maybe start rebuilding their franchises, building on the defensive end, as they can take the defensive line from TC Ross Blacklock. All right, so next on the list is the New York Giants. New York Giants picking number 36. As the first pick in the first round, they had Isaiah Simmons going to them. Now they're going to go offensive line, as they're going to pick Ezra Clevelad, offensive tackle out of Boise State. As they really do need some offensive line help to help protect Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, a lot of fumbles last season. Was it all him? Was it the offensive line can't protect for him? Probably a little bit of both. So this round, in the second round, the Giants are going to go offense, and they'll pick offensive tackle Ezra Clevelad out of Boise State. All right, next on the list is the LA Chargers. LA Chargers, as there's still some receivers out there. There's still some great receivers out there to be had in the second round, and they're going to pick Denzel Mims, wide receiver out of Baylor. This guy is a good receiver. This guy could go first round. He could go first round. Wouldn't be surprised if he did. But in this mock draft, he's fallen to the second round, and he'll go to the LA Chargers. Denzel Mims. All right. Next on the list is the Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers pick number 38 in the draft, as I have him picking A.J. Terrell, cornerback out of Clemson. Another guy. This guy's another phenomenal talent out of Clemson, as he's a very good cover corner. And let's see. So let's see the Panthers rebuild their team on that side of the ball, as they'll take A.J. Terrell, pick number 38. All right, number 39, Miami Dolphins pick, as had them picking Ceasar Ruiz, offensive lineman out of Michigan. As of course they went and got Tua. They got an offensive line in the another offensive lineman in the first round, but I still think they need to get that offensive side straightened out. Protect your quarterback, because Tua is going to need protection, because Tua is going to have to stay healthy for him to be successful in the NFL. So Ceasar Ruiz going to the Miami Dolphins, pick number 30. All right, now next on the list is the Houston Texans pick number 40. As I have them picking Neville Gallimore, defensive lineman out of Oklahoma. So Houston Texans, I think they're. I mean, I don't know. Are they in a rebuild mode because they got rid of DeAndre Hopkins, and they wouldn't. I know they got David Johnson in the trade with them, but I mean, man, I just don't. I just think Houston. What are you doing, Houston? Trading away DeAndre Hopkins, your best receiver. Interesting to see how. I mean, what does Bill O'Brien do with this pick in the second round? So, all right, next on the list is the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns next on the list, and who we have taking Antoine Winfield, safety out of Minnesota. So Cleveland, they have Baker Mayfield, they have Odell Beckham, they have Jarvis Landry. So they do have some offensive weapons on that side of the field, and I think Cleveland. There's several players away of trying to contend for that AFC North. Let's get on the defense side of the ball. Antoine Winfield, safety out of Minnesota. All right, next on the list is we have Jacksonville Jaguars picking pick number 42, as I had them picking with Jaylon Johnson, cornerback out of Utah, another defensive player being picked here by Jacksonville in this draft. As I think it's I don't necessarily disagree with it. I think Jacksonville does need some defensive help on that side of the ball, and Jaylon Johnson's a good cover corner there for Utah. I think it'd be a good pick there. All right, next on the list is the Chicago Bears. Of course, Chicago Bears. I think they're moving away from Trubisky, as they wouldn't got Nick Foles in the offseason. So so Jeremy Chinn from safety out of Southern Illinois. I have him going pick number 43 to the Chicago Bears. All right, pick number 44 on the list. Another talented wide receiver is this guy out of Colorado. Not many two people know about him, but this guy with Shenault out of Colorado. This guy has talent to really be a good receiver. Maybe not a one, or maybe a two receiver he can be, or a three. But this guy Shenault out of Colorado, he's a very good talent, rated very highly. He should go in the second round. Whether he's going to be the first receiver taken in the second round, like all depends on what Denzel Mims. Denzel Mims has a chance to go in the first round, but Shenault should be the at least the second receiver taken here in the second round. Right, next on the list is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, pick number 45. As I had them picking Jonathan Taylor, running back out of Wisconsin. This guy's a very good running back. As Buccaneers, I know they went out. They got, of course, Tom Brady, and I think Jonathan Taylor would be a good complement to their football team, as they have some talented receivers on that side. They got Mike Evans. They got fairly talented receivers. So I think Jonathan Taylor would be a very good pick for them to help out their running game. All right, next on the list is the Denver Broncos picking number 46, as I had them taking with Lucas Niang, Niang. Hold on, I know I'm murdering this name. Apologize. Offensive tackle out of TCU, Denver. Like I said, I think what's Denver going to do with their quarterback position? Are they really sold on Drew Lock? I think they are going to give Drew Lock a chance to be a quarterback in the league. So look for Drew Lock to be the quarterback for Denver for at least for several years. And I guess they're going to try to maybe get some offensive linemen to help them out and protect them. Our next on the list is the Atlanta Falcons. Had them taking Terrell Lewis, edge rusher from Alabama. As I think Atlanta, they need to their defense. Their defense has really been suspect some last few years. I know they have a lot of injuries on that side of the ball, but good pick for Atlanta to pick up Terrell Lewis. I had them picking cornerback in the first round. T.J. Henderson out of Florida. So. All right, next list is number 48 as the New York Jets on the clock is Lloyd Cushenberry III, offensive line out of LSU. LSU had an outstanding offensive line last season, and this guy is going to be Lloyd Cushenberry played center for LSU, so he's going to be a good player. Should be a good player in the NFL. Should help the Jets out with their protection. I'm sure they're going to stick with Sam Darnold for a while. Jets, I think they need some receivers on that side. So We'll see how Lloyd Cushenberry works out for them. Our next on the list is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Is they're going to pick offensive lineman Tyler Biadasz, Biadaszz, offensive lineman out of Wisconsin as the Steelers. I mean, what are the Steelers? How are the Steelers going to kind of kind of really kind of maybe not rebuild their franchise, but get back to the playoffs as as what damn quarterback escaping my name. Roethlisberger. I knew it'd come to me in a second. Roethlisberger got hurt last season. Is he going to be healthy this season? So yeah, Steelers are a team in a little. I mean, they have a chance to make the playoffs because for one, you're adding a playoff team. All depends if Roethlisberger can come back. If Roethlisberger can come back and be healthy and help the Steelers out. But no, I'm always for drafting offensive linemen because you need to protect your quarterback. You also need to be able to run block too. So, all right, next on the list is the Chicago Bears. As they on the list number 50, pick number 50 in the draft, as Damon Arnett, cornerback out of Ohio State. Chicago Bears. They had an off season last year. I think it was more so at the quarterback position why they were awful last year because Mitchell Trubisky's I had doubts, questions marks when they moved up to get him when they had Pat Mahomes and Deshaun Watson sitting right there. But Damon Arnett, cornerback out of Ohio State, good player. And if they do indeed get him, he should help them out on the side of that ball. Next on the list is the Dallas Cowboys. I have them taking cornerback also. Bryce Hall, cornerback out of Virginia. As like I said in the first video I did about the first round, I think Dallas needs to I think they're pretty much set on offense. I just think the defense side of the ball they need to maybe reassess themselves on defense and get some players that can help them out and win that division. Dallas had a very, very poor season last year. A lot of reasons why they had one. Was it coaching? Was it all Jason Garrett? I think it was a lot of mix of a lot of things. But having a new head coach should help out Dallas a lot because Jason Garrett really was a bad coach. But they still have Jerry Jones as their owner and GM. Right next on the list is the LA Rams picking number 52, Curtis Weaver, edge rusher out of Boise State. Rams, another team that had just a subpar season last year, as they got rid of Gurley as he went to the Falcons. So Rams trying to look back on defense, get Curtis Weaver, edge rusher out of Boise State. All right, next on the list is 53. Philadelphia Eagles picking. I think another receiver that didn't really get a lot of attention. Not many people might not know about him, but this guy's another talented receiver is Brandon Ayuk from Arizona State. I mean, I did see some mocks where this guy can go to the Saints in the first round. This guy had a lot of talent, and so I wouldn't be surprised to see him picked much earlier than this. Our next list is the Buffalo Bills picking number 54, as I had them picking J.K. Dobbins, running back out of Ohio State. I think you're starting to see in the second round some running backs taken. I don't think you're going to see running backs taken in the first round. I know that one mock draft had DeAndre Swift going in the first round, but I just disagree with that one. But this mock draft has him going. Had J.K. Dobbins going to the Buffalo Bills in the second round. All right, pick number 55 is the Baltimore Ravens is Netane Mutai, offensive lineman out of Fresno State. As this guy's another offensive lineman. Not many people have heard of him because for where he plays over there at Fresno State, but not a good player. He could be is he going to be a starter in the NFL? Remains to be seen. But this guy would be a good pick for the Ravens. Like I said, I always like offensive linemen because gotta protect your quarterback. Your $35 million investment. So all right, next list is the Miami Dolphins. Chase Claypool, wide receiver out of Notre Dame. Of course, if the Dolphins do indeed go Tua in the first round. With their franchise quarterback, you're going to have to give Tua some talent, and you're also going to have to give Tua some linemen that can help protect him. We had that earlier in the draft, so Chase Claypool, wide receiver at Notre Dame, going number 56. All right, another guy next on the list is pick number 57 as Houston Texans are on the clock. I have picking a Julian Okara, edge rusher from Notre Dame. So so Houston, like I said, Houston. What is Houston? What kind of where are they at now as a franchise now since they got rid of Hopkins? So I think going offense probably be a better pick for them. I don't know why this mock draft has them picking that, but remains to be seen. I mean, I think I'd pick a receiver if I was Houston. I don't really agree with this mock draft, but all right, 58. Michael Pittman Jr., wide receiver out of USC, has they have Minnesota picking him, pick number 58. As of course, the Vikings they lost Stephon Diggs, but then I think, so they're going to have to replace Stephon Diggs, but it might take two players to replace a guy of his caliber. So Michael Pittman, another receiver taken in the second round, he goes 58, number 58 to the Vikings. Okay, number 59 owns to the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks picking number 59. Let's see, Isaiah Wilson, offensive tackle out of Georgia. That's another offensive lineman taken by the Seahawks. This pick number 59 in the second round as Seahawks. Seahawks had a good season last year. They almost beat Frisco that last game of the season. That would have won the division. Of course, they had to go on the road in the playoffs. And so Seahawks are very, very good. Seahawks are always a good team. And they're always a tough out up there in Seattle. Next on the list is the Baltimore Ravens, as they're going to pick the defensive lineman out of Texas A&M, Justin Matabuke. This guy was a good player for A&M. He seemed like he always made plays for A&M. At least when I watched him anyway. At least when I watched him, this guy's a good player. He could be a starter in the league, and he could be a good rotational player in the league. You always have to have depth at the defensive line, people that rush the passer. So it's important to have that. So I think he can really contribute at the next level. Our next on the list is the Tennessee Titans, as they have them taking Marlon Davidson, defensive lineman out of Auburn. Another guy, Derek Brown got all the pub for Auburn. Marlon Davidson, defensive lineman out of Auburn. Another decent player. Another decent player for the Tigers. And if Tennessee was able to get him, could be a good player for them. All right, next on the list is Green Bay Packers, Cole Kmet, tight end out of Notre Dame. Like I said before in the first, I think Aaron Rodgers needs as many weapons as he can. I think that hurt him last season. That's why I think Denzel Mims went to the. I think that was Denzel Mims. I think went to the first round. Let me check here. I can go back and look here, and I can go back and look. I'm sorry, T. Higgins. They had T. Higgins in the first round going to the Packers. Another weapon for the Packers is Cole Kmet, tight end out of Notre Dame, going pick number 62. I know only two more picks here in the second round, as we have Cameron Dantzler, cornerback out of Mississippi State. This guy was a good player also, coming out of Mississippi State, as going to the Chiefs. So if I was the Chiefs, not a bad pick. No, not a bad pick for the Chiefs. All right, and number 64, offensive lineman going to the Seattle Seahawks is Logan Stenberg from Kentucky. So that closes out the second round, and I'll put the list of the players picked in the second round in the description box. Also, I'll put the link again to this site I found that has a mock draft. You can pick the people, or you can let it pick for you. For me, I let it pick for me, and that's why they have some players I kind of question to where they pick. But it is what it is. Have a great one, guys, and I will talk to you next time.